From the Bhavat Bhavam, you can connect many other things. All the things that we are learning, we learn from the third house. Okay, we learn from the third house. That means you are observing things, you are trying to learn, you are thinking, thoughts are coming in mind. Everything is the third house. Okay, but when you learn any particular thing, and that thing will become your skill. That particular learning is becoming your knowledge. So that house is fifth house. Third house is a skill. Which house is third from the third house? If you count, which house is third from the third house?
Fifth house.
Fifth house. Third house, if you count third from the third house, so third house, fourth house, and fifth house. Fifth house will become third from the third house. So your learning ability is the third house, and when that learning abilities become your skill properly, then it becomes your fifth house. Okay, so this is Bhavad Bhavam concept. जो भी आप सीखते हो, ultimately where the result is going, it's going into the fifth house. So fifth house becomes the house of knowledge, house of education, house of learning, your buddhi, your intelligence. Okay, you your conscious mind, how the mind is processing, is connected to first and third house. Okay, what kind of brain we have, that how much memory the brain can store, that is first house. How you can process that, when, at what particular point of time, how you are processing any thought, that is your first house. That's your presentation. Okay, immediate reaction. So that immediate reaction you have to give into the world, that is connected to first house. But you learn from the third house, but the storage of all the knowledge is there in the fifth house. Okay, so a person who is very intelligent, like Einstein, etc., they must have very strong first, third, fifth house. Okay, because it's all connected to the house of intelligence. Fifth house is the house of your education, and education where you are choosing a subject till graduation. Okay, till graduation it is the fifth house. But when it comes to specialization, that is ninth house. Okay, when you go more higher in the studies, when you become expert into one particular subject at the PhD level or at the master's level, specialization, that is your ninth house. So we will come to the ninth house, but right now till graduation, the knowledge that we are learning to generate one particular skill. Okay, I know this work, I know how to do this work. So mainly who will get the job, who have the skill of any particular field. So what this graduation degree is giving us, it's giving us a skill. Okay, you have the skill of mechanical engineering, you have the skill of MBA, etc. So that is all till the graduation level, it is your fifth house. But when you go into a subject, going completely into the knowledge of that subject, that is your ninth house. Okay, so here fifth house, that's why fifth house also is also connected to the wisdom. Wisdom is connected to the knowledge that we have. How wise a person will be, it's all based on the experience the person have in his or her life, or simply the knowledge that we have gathered with time, that will lead to the wisdom of a person. जितना experience किया होगा, जितना ज्ञान लिया होगा, उतना ही wisdom हमारे अंदर होगी. So that wisdom is a part of the fifth house, and from that only the creativity was also coming. Whatever you create, how you can create something, when you have knowledge of something, then only you can create something else. So creativity is also a part of fifth house. Okay, and that is why childrens are also connected to fifth house, because childrens are also our creation. So when you, from which house you get the power to create anything new, it is coming from the fifth house. And that's why fifth house is very important for the fame as well. All the creators, all the people who are creating something new, they have very strong fifth house. So for social media, we need third house, but we also need fifth house, because third house gives you skill. Okay, where your brain is processing everything and trying to create something. But when you create something and when you present it in front of the world, that is your fifth house, Bhavad Bhavam of third house.